The first 100K is always the hardest to get. There are many reasons for this, but the one that stands out the most is that it takes time to save for it or for your product or service to gain traction. People need time to find and download your product or service. They need time to understand what you do and why they need it. And they need time to decide whether or not they want to invest in your company by purchasing a product or service from you. We will be releasing 3 tricks to help you get your first $100,000 with less effort at the end of the video. Make sure you stick around and subscribe to support the channel. $100,000 is a lot of money. No matter what the financial situation, $100,000 is a lot of money. It could be the price of a house or a car. It could be the amount you need to retire. But what if I told you that it was possible to have $100,000 in your bank account by the time you turn 30? Whether it is for emergencies, retirement, or just living life to the fullest, having $100,000 in savings by 30 is an achievable goal. If you are currently in debt and want to get out of it as soon as possible, then focusing on paying off your debts and not accumulating more debt can help get you there quicker. There are also many different ways of investing your money that will help grow your money over time and make it possible for you to save up some serious cash before becoming 30 years old. How to save the first $100,000 with saving and investment strategies. The first $100,000 is the most important to save for. The earlier you start saving, the better off you will be when it comes to retirement. If you are not starting to save until your 30s or 40s, it will be a lot harder to catch up and still have enough money by retirement time. But luckily, saving is not the only option out there. Even though it is important, it can be combined with other techniques like compounding interests. How to achieve financial goals with compound interest rates and savings plans. Compound interest is a type of interest that earns interest on previously earned interest. This is often used in finance to calculate the amount of money that will be obtained after a certain number of years. The higher the compound interest rate, the more money you will have in the future. Compound interest can be used to accumulate a large sum of money in the future by investing the initial amount, which may be small, into an instrument that earns more than the amount returned. The return on this investment is then added to the original investment and both are multiplied together. The simplest example of compound interest is an account with a balance of $100 at a 10% annual rate of interest. After 1 year has passed, assuming no additional deposits have been made, the account would show an amount of $110. According to the experts, investing in stocks is a better option for long-term growth. The best time to start investing in stocks is now. Investing in stocks can be a great way for investors to grow their wealth over time. But there are many different strategies and options available on how to invest in stocks and what types of investments are best suited for your needs. We will be making a detailed video on stocks investments. Make sure you subscribe. As promised in the beginning of the video, we will be disclosing 3 tricks to help you get your first $100,000 with less effort. Number 1, focus on what you're good at. It's important to know what you're good at and what you enjoy doing. If you want to make a lot of money, it's best that you focus on those skills and interests that are in high demand in the marketplace. Number 2, find a niche. It's hard for any business to survive without an established niche market. So find one for your business and then focus all of your efforts on it. Number 3, get creative with marketing. In order to get people interested in your product or service, try coming up with creative marketing campaigns and ideas that will grab their attention. The first 100K is the hardest because of the initial investment, but it's also the most rewarding. It is not easy to get your first $100,000, but it doesn't have to be hard. With time it becomes more enjoyable, more rewarding and easier. Remember, taking action is the key to success. Start now and don't forget to subscribe for more business motivation and ideas.